There's a white line of death, and anyone who crosses it instantly collapses. A man accidentally drove over the line and lost consciousness within seconds. The police quickly arrived on the scene. They sent out an officer wearing a gas mask and a rope around his waist so they could pull him back in an emergency. The officer reached out his hand, but before long, he too collapsed. The terrified crowd quickly pulled the officer back, and as soon as he crossed back over the white line, he immediately regained consciousness. What on earth had happened in this small town? It turned out that not long before, the town had been holding a celebration. Suddenly, an eerie sound rang out, and everyone instantly lost consciousness, even the animals. The anomalies in the town quickly caught the attention of the police. They suspected it was some kind of bioterrorism attack. Just when everyone was at their wits' end, all the unconscious people woke up. Apart from feeling physically exhausted, they didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. The police then thoroughly searched the town but found nothing. Life gradually returned to normal. However, another strange incident occurred. Overnight, all the women in town mysteriously became pregnant, with the conception date being the same day as the mass fainting. The men were furious, while the women were filled with anxiety over these sudden pregnancies. They unanimously decided to terminate the pregnancies. But that very night, all the women had the same dream. In the dream, they gently caressed their bellies, their faces beaming with joy. The next day, all the women unanimously decided to keep the babies. As the due date approached and the delivery day arrived, the government dispatched a huge medical team to assist with the births. These mysterious babies were born one after another, but the doctors discovered that their genes were completely identical, meaning they had the same father. It was all very bizarre. As time passed and the children gradually grew up, the adults began to notice their abnormal characteristics. These children all had white hair and extremely high IQs, able to spell out their own names at the age of 1. One day, a little girl accidentally knocked over her bowl while eating. After being loudly scolded by her mother, the girl's eyes flashed with a blue light. Then, as if being controlled, the mother reached out to touch the scalding hot pot. After this incident, the mother looked at her daughter with great fear. After her injury healed, she went to the edge of a cliff to get some fresh air. But with a glance from her daughter, the mother actually jumped right off the cliff. As the children gradually grew up, more and more sinister things began happening in the small town. One doctor merely put the wrong eye drops in a child's eyes, instantly infuriating the children. Although the doctor kept apologizing, he still couldn't escape the children's punishment. His eyes glowed red, and the doctor uncontrollably picked up the eye drops and squeezed them into his eyes. Agonized wails instantly echoed through the air. In the end, the doctor lost his eyesight. After a series of incidents, the scientists knew full well that everything was done by the children, but they couldn't find any evidence to prove it.